What's happening, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Blake's Take with yours truly, Blake Neiman. And with NFL training camp right around the corner and the kickoff of the NFL season ever fastly approaching, there are some high expectations for players heading into this 2022-23 season. With those expectations come loads of pressure to perform, and the division on the hot seat the most right now is the NFC East, or as many fans would call, the NFC Least. In recent memory, this conference has always played underwhelmingly or have been utterly disappointing following a stretch of success. Last year, both the Eagles and Cowboys earned a playoff bid only to be scorched by their opponents in their wildcard matchups. This left the Cowboys fans, as usual, feeling upset and dissatisfied at the end of the season as their team once again failed to meet their lofty goal of bringing home a Lombardi trophy to Dallas. And when you are the quarterback of America's team, a lot of that loss reflects back on you, as fans look to you to be their leader. With that being said, Dak Prescott is going to have loads of pressure this season and trying to be the chosen one that fans have looked up to lead the Cowboys back to the promised land. However, the guy under more pressure than Dak is Jalen Hurts, who plays for the Cowboys' rival, Philadelphia Eagles. Hurts is in the ideal situation to succeed, after what the Eagles have done through their development and the draft through the past few years, and especially this year. They have drafted a defensive wrecking ball in Jordan Davis to go along with his fellow college teammate and Georgia defensive leader, Nakobe Dean, to add pressure on the defense. While on the offensive side, the Eagles went out and got a pure number one receiver in A.J. Brown, who will join already a promising young receiving core, which includes the likes of Devontae Smith, Quez Watkins, and Zach Pascal. With all these weapons at his artillery, Hurts has no excuse but to use the tools he has been given and build something great in Philadelphia. Another QB in the division who has underperformed through the early part of his career and is now at a risk of losing his job unless he turns things around this season is Daniel Jones. Since he was drafted 6th overall back in 2019, the Giants QB has posted a 12-26 record, committing 49 turnovers with 20 fumbles lost and 29 interceptions. He has also been sacked 105 times, which definitely doesn't help. To Daniel's defense, he is now on his third head coach and fourth offense coordinator since 2019. Nevertheless, like the Dallas Cowboys, when you are the quarterback of the New York Giants, you're expected to perform to the standard of the organization and the fan base, and if you cannot do that, then you will be replaced quickly. So then, that leaves us with last, but certainly not least, Carson Wentz, who has returned to the NFC East after a one-year stint with the Indianapolis Colts. Ever since tearing his ACL after posting an MVP-caliber season in 2019, in which he helped lead the Eagles to the playoffs and ultimately put them in a position to win a Super Bowl. In the season since that Super Bowl appearance, Wentz is 26-29-1 in his starts with 91 touchdowns and 36 interceptions, failing to get his teams back to the mountaintop since. Wentz notably threw away the opportunity at a playoff berth in the final week of last season against the worst team in the league in the Jacksonville Jaguars, so that was very embarrassing. So coming into the season, Wentz already doesn't have a good look, and his chance at being a starting quarterback in the NFL again could be gone if he fails to turn things around with the Commanders. In an interview in June with NBC Sports Washington, Wentz stated, "I try not to put too much pressure on myself. I always have a high expectations for myself and for the offense, but I don't try to play those type of games. I don't have enough mental space to kind of process all that. It can wear on you. So for me, I just show up and try and be the best I can be." So obviously, he's not feeling the heat of the moment. We will see if that either propels him into performing at a high level or is a detriment to his ultimate fall-off. It's going to be interesting to see if and which of these QBs will live up to their expectations this upcoming season and how they will handle the pressure of it all. We'll have to wait and see. Training camp is right around the corner, so we'll see how these quarterbacks perform in training camp and get themselves ready for this upcoming season, which is going to be critical for all of them. You can keep up on all that's going on here on the NFL and more football news here on Blake's Take on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and or YouTube. I hope you all enjoyed it. Subscribe and like to stay up to date, and I will see you all in the next one. Have a wonderful day.